What up, everybody? Aces Beam here, and welcome back to another video. And today we are going to be talking about the situation with Pokimane. If you don't know what just happened, is Pokimane got banned off of Twitch. We Chads rejoice. No, I'm joking. All right, but why did Pokimane get banned off of Twitch? Well, if you don't know who Pokimane is, which you definitely know who she is if you are on the internet, unless you live on under a fucking rock. But anyways, if you don't know who Pokimane is, she does gameplay and reaction content on Twitch, and it's just not entertaining. Pokimane's just not an entertaining streamer in my opinion. But Pokimane is either bad at the game she's playing or she is reacting, and by reacting I mean she is literally sitting there not reacting and just having some copyright content playing in the background. Now, she was criticized this heavily a few years ago, right? And she, for like copyright and all that, right? She said, "Oh, I own the copyright to a tweet that I own." No, you don't. It's a public tweet. You don't own the copyright to that. I'm pretty sure that's actually the terms of, terms of service, in Twitter too. Is that like Twitter owns the copyrights to your tweets and whatever. I'm not sure the legal like that, but no, you don't own the copyright to your tweets. And she falsely copyright striked a YouTube video criticizing her for showing her tweets, but that was a few years ago. And now she's in another controversy with copyright. So if you don't know, like a couple days ago, right, or was this today or whatever, I don't know, she got banned off of Twitch because she streamed Avatar: The Last Airbender because it was her first time watching it. No shame in reacting to copyright content. I have reacted to copyright music before, and trust me, it's a fucking bitch. But like, Pokimane's reaction is, "Oh, I'm gonna sit here watching this for 4 hours and talk for 20 minutes of it total." That's not transformative enough. You're going to be copyright strike. You're going to be copyrighted rightfully for that, right? And the thing with Twitch streamers is they're like, "Oh, it's blah 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 blah." You know what I mean? Like, no, shut up. Like, they're like free Pokimane and all this. Like, no, she was in the wrong. She deserves what she got coming to her. Okay, like, it's as simple as that. This shit is illegal. This is a law. Like, this isn't fucking, you know, like, this isn't by Twitch guidelines, right? Twitch has to follow the law, and so do the streamers on there. You guys got into shit with, you got a ton of shit for music, right, on Twitch, right? This is the same thing, just reaction content. Now, there's reaction content on YouTube. Like I said, I do reaction content, but you have to make it transformative. That's what I do. I criticize the music I'm listening to, break down what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? You got to pause often. You can't just let it run for 25 fucking minutes without saying anything. You know what I mean? Just because your face is in the top right corner of the screen doesn't mean it's transformative. It's just not. Okay? That's the reality of the situation. All right? Now, if you don't believe me that Pokimane's banned, here's a clip that I recorded to show that Pokimane did indeed get banned, because when you search Pokimane on Twitch, she does not pop up, and all that pops up is a bunch of free Pokimane streams and people trying to, you know, get viewers in because Pokimane got banned, and it's a whole nother YouTube versus Twitch thing. You know, YouTube gang for life, because Twitch is a horrible platform. Don't get me wrong, YouTube has its faults, but I would much rather deal with YouTube's faults than Twitch's faults. But that's a different video for a different time if you want me to explain why I don't like Twitch. But, like, how are you gonna defend Pokimane in this situation? Yeah, I get it. She's like, oh, she's my idol or whatever. Cool. But you got to admit when your idols do something wrong. You know what I mean? Like, if one of my idols did something wrong, you know, I'm calling them out for it. I'm letting them know they did something fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, there's no defending what Pokimane did. She's going to be back in a couple days because she's one of the biggest Twitch streamers. She's the queen of Twitch, right? But, you know, Pokimane, she's in the wrong for this, and there's no defending it. You know what I mean? And like, it's just so dumb. And somebody on Twitter was tried to say like, oh, every content's fair use if the copyright owner doesn't care. That's not how copyright fucking works. If somebody copyrighted that content, they obviously do care, all right? And then they even try to use this argument of, oh, people play video games as content, so video games are under copyright. Okay, you got to understand how copyright works, right? Copyright doesn't mean, oh, you can't react to it. Oh, you can't, there's fair use, right? So copyright for video games works as in you can't take this game and take all the coding for this game, right? And resell it as your own game, right? And this is kind of like the thing with like Pokemon. If you don't know, one big game on Roblox a few years ago was Pokemon Brick Bronze. It was asked to be taken down by the Pokemon community because it was so popular. Because guess what? The creators of Pokemon Brick Bronze did not own the copyright to the Pokemon models, right? And they were admittedly in the wrong, no matter how much I love that game. They were admittedly in the wrong, and since they didn't own the copyright to those Pokemon models, they just can't use it, right? So with video games, it works as in, oh, if you don't own the copyright to it, you can't simply take this game and deem it as your own and resell it or, make it free to the public or whatever, you know what I mean? But you can play the game, right? It's transformative as in, like, people who try to say gameplay's copyrighted, like, this excuse makes no sense because, like, gameplay, me recording my gameplay is transformative. It's my fucking gameplay. I'm the one recording the video, right? And, so I'm the one who made the gameplay. I didn't make the game, but I made the gameplay playing this game. You know what I mean? I have given this company money to play this game. Now I have split gameplay in the back of this, so it's a free game, so they're not getting money from me unless I did microtransactions, which I don't do. But, you get the point, right? Most gameplay, you're spending $60 to play this game, right? So they're getting money out of me playing a game, right? And me playing this game could get other people to want to play this game, right? Thus generating more money for them, right? What reaction content does, right, is if you're doing it properly, like I do on this channel, right? You break down what you're hearing, right? If it's music, right? If you break down what you're seeing or hearing or whatever, right? And you pause often to interject your opinions, right? And whatnot. But reacting in the wrong way, like Pokimane does, is sitting there for hours at times and talking for like 10% of it. That's not transformative enough. That is 100% able to be copyrighted, and rightfully so, right? Twitch obviously banned her because they don't want the liability of the copyright content. You know what I mean? Like getting sued because, oh, one of our biggest streamers did copyright content. Twitch is 100% in the right in this situation. And Pokimane is just in the wrong. That's the simple reality of it. You know what I mean? You can't get mad at somebody doing something fucked up because they are 100% in the wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it's just dumb to get mad at it. So like, yeah. And then another thing with like reactions copyright, right? If you're just because your face is there doesn't make it transformative enough, right? You have to interject your opinions on it, like I said. But the thing with Pokimane is they're basically just showing the entire fucking episode. You know what I mean? You can't do that, right? You have to either interject your opinion a ton or cut up the episode, right? And this is why reaction content works better on YouTube than it does on Twitch, right? Hell, we had our own debacle with one creator on Twitch. I mean, YouTube. Susie Lou, if you remember that situation a couple years ago. Her flagging people for criticizing her and her not doing proper reaction videos. You know what I mean? So, like, you have to understand how copyright works for both industries, and all that, and how copyright works in general. It's just simple as, oh, you can't, display my content. And then you can try to make the argument of, oh, because I'm reacting to it means people will want to go see it. That's if you're doing proper reaction videos where you're interjecting a bunch, where you're constantly pausing to make it transformative, right? Now, a lot of people get annoyed by that, sure, but that means they'll go watch the video or watch the episode, right? They'll go to that media to understand everything completely without it getting paused, right? But if you're constantly pausing, you're at least making it transformative enough, and you will be able to post it without no problems, right? Ideally, trust me, YouTube has had some problems with copyright content. So has Twitch with faulty systems, but that's a different topic, right? But instead, right, what Pokimane does, right, just sit in there for most of it, right? All this is doing is actually taking money away from the original content creators, because now you're streaming this. You're basically just streaming episodes of this show, right, to however many people. So let's say like 1 million people, right? Let's say 1 million people watching Pokimane during this stream, right? You have actively taken away 1 million people from watching Avatar, right? Because you are not pausing enough. You are not interjecting enough. You're not making it transformative enough. That's the main problem. The problem isn't what she's reacting to. The problem is how she's reacting to it. So, yeah, Pokimane is indeed in the wrong. If you want to get pissed at me, go ahead. I don't care. I'm just in the right. That's how this shit works. This shit's been like this on YouTube for a long ass time, bro. Okay? So I have the experience with it, and so do other YouTubers that I have grown up watching and looked up to have experience with it. Alright? This is the reality of the situation. Okay? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.